You know, it's all been about taking your chances for most of the time for us this season, where we haven't achieved more results than we have, and unfortunately on the opposite end, our defensive frailties were exposed a little bit today in that first half. We overcame them, but unfortunately in the end, hasn't, even with a spirited fight back in the second half, hasn't got us anything. But you know, we keep our chins up, because we've got 16 games to go. We know how many points we need in them 16 games to get safe in the Barclays Premier League, and we've got to keep fighting on. And I think that there comes a time where the players have to realise it doesn't become about performances anymore. It just becomes about results more than anything. And however which way you can get them, you've got to get them. And I think that that'll start with us bringing back some of the players that are suspended now, and some of the players that have been injured. That'll help us, of course, and if we can get any additions, which we've been trying desperately hard for in the window, we will do that as well. So it's very disappointing when you've won at Cardiff for 3 points away from home that you haven't got anything here, and certainly from our point of view, it was more about our defensive lapses rather than the quality of Newcastle's play to score both goals, I felt, even though they're two good finishes, but we could have done better. And in the end, like I said, you know, the fighting spirit and the fight back was there. But, you know, I was watching Sunderland before the game, and I was thinking, come on, let's do a Sunderland for me then, because they came back well today. When I was watching the early game against Southampton, and didn't look like they were going to get much in the game after the first half an hour. But like I said, chances were there, and we missed them when we could have got back to 2-2. And I think the one at the end obviously was in just a few seconds left, so it didn't mean too much, that one. Well, it's 8 months since he's played, you know, and I think that he's had a long, gruelling rehabilitation programme that has frustrated everybody. But I think that Andy and Kevin back, and Ravel back, and Winston Reid as soon as possible, Guy Demel as soon as possible, Joey O'Brien as soon as possible, George McCartney as soon as possible. It's critical for us. It's critical in the fact that without those players, we see what results we're getting. And now our result run recently is too many defeats. I think 6 defeats, 2 draws, and only 1 victory tells you the problems that all those injuries and all those disruptions have caused us. So if we're going to get out of it, those players have to get back and stay fit. And if additions can come in, which we're finding extremely difficult to achieve, had a terrible day yesterday when I thought that one player was signing for us, and then I found out he wasn't. But you know, there we go. We have to carry on.
Is Traore still alive?
It's unlikely by the sound of it.
And in your understanding with the work permit, is he now allowed to join another team despite you lodging the?
Well, they can apply for the work permit like we did now. They'd have to do a separate application, and obviously, if we got it, they know they got it.
Have you made an inquiry about Vermaelen on that?
No, because I think that under the circumstances of Arsenal in the position that they're in Champions League coming up and cup matches, that they've had to use him as soon as any of the 2 central defenders have been injured. So I don't think there's any chance that we'll get somebody with his quality. It'd be nice if we could.